Hey guys, it's Wizard Stove here, and I'm gonna do another one of those commentary speed paints like my Bad Boy Halo one I did a couple months ago. This time I'm going to be redrawing an old piece from last year, which is this one. I did this for the character's birthday, which her birthday, by the time I'm recording this, is in a couple of days. And I was trying to come up with ideas of a birthday piece for her because I wanted to, I want to see how many years I can go with actually remembering to draw something for her birthday, because she's a fun character to draw. And I was having a hard time coming up with, concepts of an idea for a piece to draw, and I kind of just thought, what if I just redraw what I did last year and see how much I've improved since then? Especially since, my gestural drawing's a little bit better, maybe I can come up with a better composition, a better pose, make it, look a little bit more dynamic is kind of my goal. So I'm going to keep this off to the side as we start drawing, just so I can kind of take some inspiration from the old piece or even think about how I'm going to make it better. So I want to put some more movement into her body, make it a little bit more interesting to look at. Cause I feel like it's a little stiff. Her hair has a lot of movement and the background has some movement, but I feel like her body needs a little bit more or something. I think what I'm gonna do is do a couple of different poses, maybe, because I think there's a lot of different ways I can interpret this pose. It's always good to try different ones, because you never know what you might get. Sometimes your first choice isn't exactly your best, but maybe it is. You just never know. I'm trying to think. I was thinking the other day when I was messing with a couple of ideas. I wanted to find an interesting way to add the blood splatters that were in the back, but a more interesting way of incorporating them. And I was thinking of something incorporating it into her little thing, cape thing in the back. I don't really know how to explain what it is, but I kind of like the idea a little bit, actually, because it's kind of fun. I feel like it'd be kind of a fun shape to work with, not gonna lie. So she's got a lot of hair, so it's also about figuring out ways to keep that in there. So maybe kind of shaping it in this negative space that's kind of in there could be interesting. And that would be it's kind of cool, because maybe you could even have this be this shape of a canvas, which would be kind of interesting, actually. I'm trying to think if there's a way to do a pose that's not just a standing pose, but I mean, it's kind of cool because with her standing, then you have all the space on the side for the other parts, to kind of flow out and stuff, which is kind of interesting. I feel like how about, since I do like it, let's get the canvas to be the size that would work for the drawing. We can scale this up. Let's just kind of close that for right now. Actually, I think I almost want it to be a little bit smaller height-wise. Okay, and then we can sketch on top of this and mess with it. Actually, I'm also going to have an actual reference of her to make sure I am perfectly drawing her accurate. So how about we go and now sketch on top of this and see what we get. You know what's funny? I just realized I did not even talk about who the character is. Which I feel like I should maybe talk about who she is and where she's from, because she's obviously from an anime. But she is from a series called Owari no Seraph, or Seraph of the End, which is basically a story about an apocalypse with vampires. And it follows these two characters named Yuichiro and Michaela, and some stuff happens. Yuichiro wants to fight the vampires, and stuff happens with Mika, and blah blah blah, and whatever. And this is Cruel. She is the vampire queen. And she's got one of my favorite designs of an anime character ever, because she's just so fun to draw. Hence why I have decided I want to redraw this old piece from last year. But yeah, I recommend the series. I recommend reading the manga only because like there was supposed to be a season 3 and then it just kind of like never happened. I don't know what happened with season 3. Just never came to be, which is very sad. Um, but I definitely recommend the manga if you can read it. The story's bizarre because it also has to do with angels and demons, and it seems like a lot, and it kind of just seems stupid, like from time to time. But like it's kind of stupid, like in its own little nice way, where you're like, I can enjoy this. This is fun. But the characters are fun. I like the designs a lot. I got into this series in like middle school, and I am a sophomore in college, if that kind of gives you a perspective of how long I've been into this series. So like maybe I just have a bias because I got into it when I was kind of young, but it's fun. It's a fun little series that, you know, if you just want mindless vampire manga slash anime, highly recommend it. I like watching it during October. I have good memories last year of introducing some of my college friends to it. It was such a fun time. Like, yeah, we binged the whole thing and just, it was a great time. I highly recommend watching it with friends if you can. You could not tell, I really do enjoy drawing long hair when I get the opportunity to draw it. That's why I really enjoy drawing her character. She's just got some really funky hair. She just has like so many little flowy bits that are just very fun to draw. Oh, you know, I forgot. Can't really see her hands because of the thing. So kind of drawing hands for like no reason. At least, well, I mean, kind of gives me a little bit of like a base of where the fingers are laying, which kind of helps. Yeah, like that kind of connects like this, and that kind of connects that part, and that kind of goes like that. Okay, yeah. Oh wow, I'm actually like understanding her outfit. I feel like when I did this last year, I wasn't fully understanding parts of her outfit, but now I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on. At least a little bit. I think that's kind of funky. I mean, she do be looking like a queen though, so I mean... yeah, I think... Oh, actually, the one thing, let me actually include this. Here we go. I made them like, I think a little bit bigger than what they're supposed to be, but you know what? It looks fun. Sometimes bulky looks are interesting. Also, sometimes I just like to exaggerate things a little bit. And she's got like those like little things. I don't know what those are. It's just, I guess, a little hair accessory. Oh, I did almost forget them. I'm gonna sketch these little bow things in red so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, I think... yeah. That looks funky. And I'm trying to think of what kind of line art style I want to do. Do I want to stick with the thinner line art style, or do I want to do like the kind of bolder line art style I have been doing? Because like I could do the bold one if I really wanted to. Might be a little bit tricky, since there's like so many little details and everything's a little bit smaller in this piece, but it's still possible. Do I just want to go feral, or do I just want to go simple? But it would look kind of cool if I did the bold line art though, so I think we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so this is the line art, and I also went and just did the blood thing on the cape just because I wanted to see if I actually still liked how it looked. And actually, like, now, like, the line art is done, and like with the red, like, I actually really like it. Like, because like with the sketch before, I was like, like maybe it'll be an okay concept, and now I'm just like, ooh, that do be looking kind of nice though, so I do like it. I'm glad I went this direction with the piece. So it's like it's midnight, so I'm gonna take a break for right now. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. We're gonna color it and shade it, and I'm not sure what shading style I'm gonna do because with this one I kind of just did like pretty normal shading. So I'm thinking for this I might do like some like backlit like kind of like shading style. Maybe. I feel like that would be kind of funky. I don't know. We'll mess with it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be back in like a hot second. Okay, everyone, I'm back. It's the next day. I am also currently trying to get into Club Penguin to meet Sensei, but I am currently 1020th in the queue to get on the server. So we're gonna see if that happens, but anyway, now it is time to color a girl here. And now we're just gonna start getting some base colors down. I like to kind of like have the checkered background. It helps me make sure I actually colored everything in. We'll get the base colors down, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna shade this thing, which I think I have an idea of kind of what I want to do. I was thinking about it last night. Oh no, he's going offline. No, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, this is so sad. No. Oh no, maybe a different mascot will come on today? Question mark, because it's the anniversary event. Oh. I was out this morning at Michael's to get some stuff for school, and he came on like as I was out. So I didn't like have time to like go on like right away. Okay, base coloring is now done. I think what I'm gonna do is for the shading, I'm just gonna do like a multiply layer on top of everything and kind of do that type of style shading. So I just need to figure out what color I want to do to shade with. Sometimes purples can be kind of funky. I think I like that shading. I think that will look very pretty. It'll give kind of a interesting kind of effect on the piece. Okay, so I think that is kind of good. Actually, I might also go in and erase a little bit in the eyes. So kind of have those maybe pop out just a tiny bit. Maybe even like a little there. So I'm thinking also of doing like a little bit of like a little like shine around like the outside. Like over actually what I might actually do even like kind of have it on the liner as well. But yeah, I thought that would be kind of nice because it's like, that's like a little bit of like that light that kind of is in the back. I might have like this part here be a little bit darker maybe, or if I wanted to make like the top darker. Then probably do shadow at the bottom here. I actually might want to have it be at the bottom. That might make more sense. I'm thinking of maybe putting like a shadow in the back, kind of like how I did the original piece. So I'm gonna just try and get the whole figure here colored all dark. Maybe if I like kind of put it downwards like that, maybe would be interesting. I will also probably go in and color the line art as well. Because honestly, I can't not color the line art. Like, I kind of have to, bro. Okay, so there is the colored line art. I'm considering putting like this overlay on top of it as well, because it looks kind of funky. I'm not sure. It kind of makes her pop out a little bit more, which I like. I'm just gonna leave it like that for a hot second, but let me actually go in. I'm gonna add a little bit of darker hue in the back here, just to maybe like bump it back in space. I don't really know, because like I feel like this without the overlay, the piece it looks a little bit more like how it's supposed to look. So I might actually just not do the overlay, I think. And then I think on here I'm just gonna add like a little bit of shinies. There we go, adds a little bit of something. Oh, and then we actually do, I'm gonna shade the eyes just a little bit differently. I'm just gonna add a little bit of something to it. And then I'm going to do the eye whites on top of the shadows. Little shinies, as I'd probably call it. And I might even add yeah, oh yeah, I think that kind of helps pop it out a little bit more actually, so I do like that. Yes. So basically it's kind of at a point where it's done. I don't think if I want to add anything like, oh my god, my pen. Anyway, I'm thinking if like there's anything that needs to be in the space back here, because like I wanted it to be kind of like a little bit more of a simplistic background. But I'm not sure if like I should put anything in the background. I could always do like more little like blood splatters or something maybe? Question mark. could be kind of interesting, like adding like a little bit of like a blur. It's kind of cool. Actually, I kind of like that. Low-key, not gonna lie. That's actually kind of cool. I took the line art layer and I like copied it. I made it like just like a tiny bit bigger and then blurred it in the back, and that kind of looks funky. Yeah, I think though, I could probably mess around with so many other like little things, but I think that's good. I think I'm gonna stop before I keep messing with more stuff. But this was really fun. I'm glad that I have gone and redrawn this. And if we look at the comparison from the one from last year compared to the new one, I would say there's definitely some improvement there. I just think like the composition and like the idea of the piece is a lot better and more interesting to look at this time around. I think just like maybe like, you know, like my figure is just also like a little bit better in general. And I think it's got like a lot more movement maybe going on in it. So I'm actually pretty proud with how much growth I've had over the past year. Maybe next year I'll actually remember to draw her again for her birthday, and this will just kind of be like a yearly thing. Who knows? I think I'm gonna actually try to do more old art redraws on the channel, like videos like this. Like I think actually from now on I'm gonna do speed paints, like quote unquote speed paints this way, just more of a like commentary thing. I actually talk while I'm drawing it, like in the moment kind of thing, because these are like really fun to make, and I think it's an interesting way to do a kind of speed paint. So if you guys are interested in that, I think I'm going to be doing more of these. I have a lot of video ideas planned. November, I will be doing all November videos. Every 3 days there will be a video coming out. So November will only be those. I'm not going to post any other videos, so just expect those throughout November. But after that, I have a lot of stuff planned, so look out for that if you guys are interested. But thank you for coming on this little journey with me, you know, redrawing some old art. It was a lot of fun. Make sure to check out the description for all of my social media, especially my Twitch, where I basically am streaming every day now. But I also try to post the streams on my channel Warlock Oven, so if you can't make the stream or you don't have a Twitch, you can go check it out on there. Fun stuff, you know, sometimes happens on there. So I highly recommend trying to make it. And of course, thanks to my patrons who have been with me every month. I very much appreciate you guys being here and supporting me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!